Welcome back to the Laughing My Age Off podcast. In today's episode, I have to tell you, you're going to just love it. And it's taking an episode straight out of a new podcast that I'm doing with my twin sister. And it's called, are you ready for this? The Backstreet Boys Banter podcast. And before you switch the channel, let me just tell you, we are talking about some ways that the Backstreet Boys are slowing down the aging process. If you've never heard of them, or if you don't remember them, they are over 20 plus years in the making, and they're making a comeback if you haven't heard. And so we are talking about recovery hacks, sleep strategies, hydration, and even mental health practices. And honestly, it's like a mini anti-aging masterclass for anyone over 40 who wants to feel strong, vibrant, and energized, and most importantly, having fun. Enjoy this one. We'll talk soon. Bye.
Embark on a journey to defy time with LMAO, Laughing My Age Off podcast. I'm your host, Erica Kelly, and I started this show because, like you, I'm curious about the secrets to staying youthful as the years go by. Join me as we discover the secrets to slowing down the aging process, exploring expert insights, cutting-edge research, and personal experiences that uncover the art of aging gracefully. It's time to laugh, learn, and embrace a life full of vitality together.
Welcome back to the Backstreet Boys Banter podcast. I'm Erica.
And I'm Monica. And today we're diving into a question we know every fan has wondered. How on earth do the Backstreet Boys keep up those Vegas performance shows now that they're in their 40s and 50s?
Yeah, I mean, let's just be honest. 2 hours of singing, dancing, and hyping up thousands of people at the Sphere is basically like running a marathon in leather pants.
Yeah, because I run in leather pants too. That's why people don't. You know, the boys are finally admitting. I saw an article the other day that I'm referencing. It was in People from this year that, you know, what it takes for them to recover. That kind of had like their own testimonial about what they do. And they do, you know, think of cold plunging and massages, body adjustments, and then guess the like number one thing that we all want is sleep. Lots of it.
Yeah, I know. We're going to get into it. And so today we're just going to break down some of these rituals and talk about what it really means to be an older band. Yes, we're saying it. We are over 40, so that means we are a little bit older. And we're going to share some survival tips, even some survival tips that we had going to the concerts. And so this will really come in handy if you're heading to any concert in general and you're over 40.
Definitely. So spoiler alert, it's not just the Backstreet Boys. As Erica said, it's recovery from any time you want to go out, after 6 o'clock. So every fan should know, every person should know after 40 what you can do to still enjoy yourself and still to party, because you're never too old to party. Right, Erica?
Woo! All right, so let's get into it Backstreet Boys style. What is different now, Monica? Now that they're over 40, some of them are over 50. What are some of the things that they do that you actually read? You found this article in People magazine. So I think some of the stuff in here is pretty, reminds of our childhood, right? There was one thing you wanted to speak to that was in this article.
So this article was from, in case anyone wants to reference it, March 12th of 2025 in People. And, they talk about how some of the things are the same, but some of them are different. I would say the number one thing that has stayed the same is they do a prayer as a band before the show. And I think that's so sweet. So that they kind of emphasize that that's something that has never changed. So I think that in terms of energy and keeping everyone on the wavelength before the show, I think that's a really smart way to keep everyone in a good place.
Can we just kind of expand on that a little bit? I think, having prayer before anything, you're right. Like, I think it sets the energy and the tone for each show, because each show, you want it to be the best. And I don't know what would it be like to go out in front of thousands of people and just make sure that everybody gets the experience of a lifetime, right? That's a lot. I feel like that's a lot of pressure as a artist. I mean, you perform with your band in front of shows. It's like you pretty much get that one shot for the evening. And you're like, darn it, did I do as good as I could have done, like from the last show? So
yeah. And you do want to prep yourself. Like, I think they probably do this in here. It wasn't really mentioned that much, but vocally, I try not to talk as much during the day before a show because you're really trying to preserve the muscles. It's different than an instrument, right? Like playing the keyboard or anything. You need to have it hydrated. You need to have it smooth. So, I think, the show must go on no matter what. But I think the fact that it's a band and you're not just by yourself,
Yeah.
you're connected to these 4, 5 people, whatever, on your band. And
That'd be interesting to know if we had behind the scenes on that, but
which part?
just not talking.
Oh, yeah.
preserving
I
your
could look
voice.
that up. I'm curious. I know there are some artists that don't talk for like 2 days before their shows.
Oh, really? I wonder if Lady Gaga.
Yeah, I forget which one, but I hear that more often the more I do research about vocals. It's kind of fascinating. Like Beyonce, I think she doesn't, I think she writes stuff down or something. I think I saw
Wow.
that somewhere. Or yeah. But yeah, so I guess the kind of the lifestyle habits and the changes for the show is more of, I think their body's older, right? Let's just pink elephant in the room. Yeah, we're older. Okay. Let's own this.
Yeah, I mean, we're over 40.
I'm not going to shy away from it.
And if you're a listener and you grew up on the Backstreet Boys, you're probably over 42 and you're listening to this. So just put yourselves in their shoes, right? What are some things that you've actually changed about your habits? I know sleep is like number one. I mean, we kind of talked about in the intro, like you don't sacrifice sleep, and try to keeping that consistent because that's your battery. And something, I know they're not going out to clubs and stuff like that as much, which makes sense. I mean, you can't party all night long and expect to feel good the next day at this age. And
yeah. And I think they talk about, nutrition, stretching, and their mindset. So they're really making sure holistically they are preparing their bodies and their mind and everything. So
yeah,
when you're in your 20s, you could get away with not having that stuff together.
yeah. Although they are, like I was talking about earlier, some of they're eating some childhood food like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. That makes me like want to have a peanut butter jelly sandwich. I remember the last time I've had
Yeah,
one
they
of
said
those.
in the article, the PB&J is still the same. I think that was AJ's request. He's like, but then you'll throw in some organic foods in there, but it's nice. I think moderation, right?
It's kind
Keep
of
some
comfort
nostalgia
food too. Yeah, comfort food.
for AJ. Is it triangle squares or what kind? Are they like cut in half?
Oh,
Making me hungry.
I know. Peanut
Like
butter's
the
good
white
on,
bread.
Peanut butter's good on anything. I feel like it's kind of like, well, I like it with apples. Actually, I started buying this, that peanut butter. I know we have good fats and stuff like that, but sometimes the peanut butter, I want to eat a lot of it because it's just so good. So I bought the peanut butter. It's like I can't remember the brand, but it's like more of a protein peanut butter. And it's made with coconut oil. Anyway, that's like my thing lately on apples. So it gives me that kick without overdoing it because that smell, you open up a jar and it smells so good. Don't you eat? You eat almond butter, don't you, on a banana? Like
I
over
went
at
on a
Monica's-
kick. I had a
like-
kick of almond butter from Trader Joe's, and I don't like a lot of sodium and stuff because it just, it
Bloats
just makes you, yeah, it's just
Sodium
not good
does
for
bloat
you.
like
So there's this
my
almond
Care Bears
butter.
mug. Care Bears.
Yeah.
There.
That's a big mug.
Oh yeah, my Backstreet
I've
Boys
got my
and stuff.
Backstreet Boys.
I know.
Where's your Backstreet
I'm drinking
Boys
some
mug?
green tea.
Care
so-
Bears.
Care Bears and
Okay,
Backstreet Boys.
fine.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Speaking of the banana, let's just take a pause here because this is banter, right? This is a little banter here with.
You didn't let me finish about my peanut butter.
I know, but I want to share my experience of you eating your banana with almond butter. Like, she's like opening up a banana. You want a banana with almond butter? And it was just so random when I was over last time. And you were
Oh.
like so religious about it every morning. I'm like, whoa, you were like that banana and peanut butter or almond butter.
Oh yeah, it's so good. It's almond butter with a banana, and I
Yeah.
just slice the bananas, and then I just kind of like dip it in my almond butter, and then I have my coffee, and it's just I don't know what it is, but peanut butter and coffee is so good.
Yeah. Are you
And,
still doing that?
No, I took a break. I don't know.
What are you eating
It's
then?
kind of bad, but it's pumpkin season,
Oh,
and
I saw your
bought this
post.
pumpkin. This is so not good for you, but it's pumpkin brioche. I'll do one slice of the bread with coffee, and it just makes me.
Brioche. That's Trader Joe's.
It's like Trader Joe's. They have so many
Trader
things.
Joe's in a while.
So anyway,
peanut butter. Back to peanut butter. Okay. And okay, so there's a post actually. If you follow Backstreet Boys on Instagram, I noticed. It was an interesting post. It was kind of one of those posts where, we were like, what are they doing? It's basically a laser. They do, what is it called here? I'm just pulling it up.
Laser.
I don't know if I'm laser. Yeah. So Zerona laser. And I don't know if I'm, like I said, it's Erchonia. Aronia. I don't know. Aronia lasers helps with pain, inflammation, and range of motion. And then the Zerona laser is a non-invasive that helps them stay in their best shape. So you can see that, they're like going through this machine and the lasers are over. I don't know if that's Nick. He's on the, I'm showing on
I
the
didn't
YouTube
see that
here.
one. You didn't share that.
Yeah, I can send it to you. And then on their back.
It's like full body.
Yeah, so there's a laser going over their back. And then, this must be, I think that's AJ. So they just go through this thing where it's almost like a little tunnel machine. And it just, I don't know, sounds interesting. It's in Vegas. I'm sure there's some sponsorship there. And I actually noticed some people were kind of annoyed by it. But then again, it's like, hey, it's helping them. And actually, I was
Who's annoyed by it?
There's some fans on here. They're like, why are you putting this stuff up here? It should be only about music. I saw some kind of mean posts, not mean, but just, you know what? They're making a living too. Like, hey, get some sponsorships.
That's the thing. They're yeah.
And I'm actually interested in it. I was like, what is this going to do? Like, how does this work?
Yeah, it's pretty minimal, but it says, you said, helps with pain, inflammation, range of motion, helping the group stay stage ready. And honestly, I keep thinking when we were there, when I do a show with my band, I need a few days to just I need a week, because you're giving your everything out there. And it's like,
oh yeah,
I couldn't even imagine the level of, I don't know, endurance and stamina, and you're jumping around, and then they're wearing those costumes, the costume changes. That's so much energy.
I know.
I wonder how they are after. Do they just collapse on the floor?
Well, and then they have those after parties, and I'm sure that's why only some of them go, because they're probably like, okay, you go, we'll trade off, because it's a lot. And I know I don't perform per se, but when I'm coaching in front of a class, I don't
same
get
deal.
But it's the same deal.
You're
But you have all this adrenaline. Yeah, you're on, right? And it's then you're done. I'm done with the class. I'm like, I sit down for dinner after I'm done with the class. I'm like, what did I do? And then the next morning I'm like, oh, I remember what I did. It's like my workout classes. So I can't imagine, they're going for a few hours and a few days a week. So I think, what are they doing? Or they were, right? So the time of this recording, right? They're in Kazakhstan. I don't know. They're going all over the place. I didn't know. I thought they were taking a break, but they're actually continuing. I think they went to
a break
Brazil.
from the sphere.
Yeah. So now,
but they're probably
doing mini concerts, I think.
They're probably whoa, this is a breeze compared to the sphere, that would be interesting for them to talk about that. But yeah, I think, then they're talking about a countdown. I don't know if you guys saw on Instagram, but they're
countdown for what?
They're doing a countdown to December shows and February shows.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't see that, but they had some goofy posts lately. There's one this morning, and there's one the other day where they're in costumes, and then I don't know what they're doing, but he had that Brian had that gladiator costume. He was holding a thing. I don't know what they're doing, but I don't know. They're doing this kind of funny post.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't know what kind of suit he's wearing. It's an interesting suit.
His costume is interesting. Yeah. Anyway, well, we're on Instagram. We have a page, so maybe we'll put those on our story.
Yeah, we forgot to mention that. We have a Backstreet Boys Banter Instagram. So now we're going to start to just add more posts and stuff like that to stay connected to everyone. And anything else on their post rituals, I'm sure there's a lot more things they do.
I mean, it's not, I think the only thing that was different was, like you said, the lasers.
Yeah.
I think it all is very practical, advice. It's sleep, eat right.
Yeah. I know everything is basic, but following it, right, routinely is the key, with anything. I want to dive into our next conversation here. Part of this is, what it means to really be an older band, right? So luckily in Vegas, they were kind of bound to the same location. So I'm sure they were, I know Nick Carter lives in Vegas. So,
yeah,
just thinking about that, and I was at this retreat last week, and I was talking to a friend of mine, and we were both saying, and that's why I thought we should talk about this too, Monica, is just this is a band that's, been around for 25 years and they look amazing, right? And it's like, we kind of talked about some of the other rival, boy bands, and we're like, well, they're not doing that. And I don't think all of them look just as good as they do. So I just think, I think part of it, I personally feel like if you're maintaining the same weight, and you're spiritually, making sure you make time for like meditation or breath work or some, stuff like that, or even prayer. I think those are the two things
or relaxation instead of,
yeah.
Sorry, even if people don't pray, there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's just, I think our world is just so fast paced. So it's really taking the time to, silence the noise. And I think that has a big impact on our body, our mind, and I'm still trying to do that because it feels like the older you get, the faster it gets. Yeah. Would you agree?
Yeah. I feel like saying no to things is a lot more harder than just saying yes, and taking that time for nothing. The time for nothing has always been kind of hard for me because it's like, oh, I got a pocket of time. Let me fill it up. That go culture. So, just thinking about, I kind of just not look up to them, but I'm just like, what, they're doing something right. And the fact that they are in this family of all doing it together, all 5 of them, they've gone through so much stuff. If you missed was it our second episode? We're talking about some of the things that happened and they had to go through, like, drinking, and Kevin was away from the band for a while. And it's just like, everybody was going through some things, but like they reunited and they're all they all have the same goals. They all want to be there for each other because without one of them, it's not the same. So.
Absolutely. So I guess, key takeaway with that is having support, around you, because they kind of keep each other in check. Seems like they might be closer than other bands. I mean, all bands are different. So maybe they have a certain connection. I think we feel that connection with them, that they're real and genuine.
Yeah.
So
another post
maybe
on Instagram, Nick was being goofy. Like, he's just dancing with.
I think I saw that one. Is that when he's like,
I'm just showing
Brian's messing up? Yeah. Oh, no, I didn't see that one.
And then Brian just comes in there and that's it. They're in Kazakhstan. And I was like, this is so funny. They're dancing to jump, crisscross. It's like
they're like losing their minds.
Jump. Yeah, they were probably like maybe on
the time difference. Probably
there's
probably a time difference. Yeah.
Anyway,
so I think the last part about this is, how could we use this information for us? For you out there that still wants to enjoy yourselves. Again, we're older, we're not dead. Like, we can still have fun. Let's go out, enjoy music. But did you die? Yeah. No, it's really people in their 40s. I think everyone starts to, oh, my back, oh, my this, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you can focus on that, or you can try to maintain your body.
Yeah.
And enjoy yourself.
Well, I like to say, don't grow old just because. It's because we stop moving, right? So when you stop moving is when you grow old. Yeah. And that applies, I say moving, like exercise, but like everything else. Like, if you just stop doing things, you're going to age a lot more faster than if you are ahead of the game, like doing some of these things that we talked about, taking time for yourself, eating right, sleeping.
I know, it's like rocket science stuff that, again, it's really just prioritizing yourself. And I think, especially as women, sorry guys, I mean, you guys probably do too, but I feel like women, we tend to say yes, 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 and a lot. I'm just now starting to do this for myself and saying no.
Well, it's like earmuffs here in case anybody under, I don't know, in the age range of children here, earmuffs. If it's not a fuck yes, then don't do it, right? I've been hearing that a lot lately, right? It's like, oh, do I want to do it? It's just like, you're at a point where it should be a fuck yes, You don't
have time.
Yeah.
You don't have time to deal with
BS.
You
never know what tomorrow brings, right? Especially with things going on in the world. Yeah. So before we get to the next part, this is a surprise. Monica doesn't know about this yet. So
surprise.
Yes. So I have a surprise for you, Monica, and I want you to look at your phone. Can you look at your phone? Take a look at your phone.
I'm looking.
I just
I'm
sent you
looking
a
at your
message.
text or something?
Yeah, just open up my text.
Oh,
So what is it?
shut up. What is this?
Just zoom in.
Ticket transfer?
We're going back to the Sphere. I got us tickets.
No, we're
Yes,
not.
we
Are we?
are. We're going to Vegas.
How?
Oh,
Erica.
yes, we're going. Woo.
No way. I don't believe this, guys.
Yes, I bought it.
Stop it.
Yes, I had
Come
to do it
on.
because the prices were going to jack up even more.
What?
So, yes. So,
Come on, really?
yeah, let's go.
I'm like in shock. I don't like this is a joke, a bad joke, right?
No, I was feeling just emotional watching some stuff, and I was like, you know what? It was like the best time we had. So it's around our birthday, so let's do it again. So
Erica. So full disclosure, we fought before this podcast.
so
I'm
making her
sorry.
feel extra bad.
Yeah, I'm like, is this a guilt present?
No, I didn't know what to bring it up. I was like, I'm just gonna tell her because
Come
I've
on,
had
that's
it for a few
crazy,
weeks.
Erica.
I know.
But
the tickets are crazy, everybody. Look at the Sphere. They're freaking crazy, Backstreet Boys. But it's only because they're so good.
Wow.
So
Oh my God,
This time
Erica.
I'm gonna wear
This just made
diapers.
my like.
something to look forward to, right?
That's crazy. I thought you were gonna. I mean, like an article or something like, "Oh, surprise topic." No, this is actually a great surprise. I think I'm just still taking this in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
imagine a workout where all you need is a band. That's right. It combines the power of Hot Pilates with an invigorating 30-minute banded series. All right. If that sounds exciting to you, listen up because we are now offering arms, legs, total body, booty, and abs with just a band. Please join us in our app. There's a 7-day free trial, and that also includes 2 Zooms each week, each month. All right. So you get Monday and Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We work out live. All right. This is all included in your membership. So head on over to Fin Pretty Life in the App Store. We'll see you soon. Yes. So I was just like so excited. I'm like, we need something for our birthday again. And who knows? I always say like, you never know what's going to happen and that kind of thing with Backstreet Boys. There was another artist back in the day I always wanted to see, and it was just, you know, who it was, Britney Spears, and I never got to see her. And I'm just like, I always said I was going to go again when she had another concert, and I'm just like, no. So I don't know. I don't want to be overthinking things anymore, and let's just do it. The money will find a way, and so we'll just
Charge the credit card. There we go.
anybody want to come to my fitness classes? That'd be greatly appreciated.
Come to my shows. Donations for the live band music.
To the Vegas.
I'm
one
watching
here.
dogs. I'm watching dogs on the side.
Yeah, I need to.
That's going to get me to.
Yes.
That's going to pay off my bills. But this is wonderful. Wow, I'm very shocked. I think I'm more in a shocked state at this point. So
Yeah, me too. I was like, what
more
did I
to
do? I
come
woke
on
up
that.
the next day. I was like, oh my God, I bought tickets. You know how you do stuff and then like the next day you're like,
Oh, that just made my week.
yeah.
You know, wow. Okay, well,
So
I love you, sister.
So we got to figure out all the other plans. But anyway, that's a little pause there. But let's get back to the rest of our podcast here. We do have a show to finish.
Well, now this makes this even more fun because our last portion of this is concert survival and fan takeaways
Yes.
when you're over 40 years old. And even if you're not over 40, maybe you're over 30 and maybe you're just over
Even 35, yeah. You start to feel things
Yeah,
after
I think-
35. After 35 until like 38 was like, oh my goodness. Like the workouts were different. The way you eat is different. If you're not there yet, you know, you will notice slight things, you know.
Watch out. Watch out, it's coming.
Just talk to us because we know.
Yeah, no one warns you about this stuff. Sorry, another banter thought about that is just like, you think you're never going to get there when you hear when people get there, they could just complain. They just complain like blah, blah, blah. And you're just
it's
like,
old.
oh,
You
stop
get
it.
old. Yeah. I can't stand that
And
banter.
I think that's like so 1980s. Like, come on, get with the program. It's almost like, I think when we grew up, our dad was pretty, what is the right word? just disciplined.
Yeah.
like like if we didn't want to go to we would go to Polish school growing up. He would just like pull the covers and like, you're going, like
Yeah.
get out the door, just go.
Well,
Like
he would bribe us with food and junk food and stuff, but that's a whole
yeah,
other
and then we got
segment.
fat and that's a whole nother podcast. But we would
But
get
yeah,
Whoppers.
yeah, I agree. It was almost like it was ingrained in us. Like, even if you don't want to do it, you got to do it. And the discipline was there. And I think we've always had that growing up. And I actually see it with my daughter too. She'll do like a 10-minute workout in the morning and after, before bed. And it's just something that's ingrained in her. And I was like, oh, it's passing along that kind of discipline. So
Just that mindset, I think. So anyway, that was my kind of like random thoughts by Monica that the mindset is, yes, you're getting older, but let's own it. Let's own it and manage it in a way that, because life is going to move no matter what. So you're going to dwell and just sit on the couch and
well,
just
there's so much education out there. I think that's it too. I think even like perimenopause and menopause and stuff like that, there's just so much, especially with, of course, technology, social media and stuff. We just have a lot more knowledge to be more proactive. And there's no excuses, I feel like now. Like,
and
you
there's
have access
better
to it.
technology. Like look at those lasers. I mean, maybe I'll surprise you with the laser gift someday.
I'm up for it. We love lasers.
Yeah. But
And,
the technology, like you said, the advancement of just research, getting back to this portion, the last portion was about, okay, how do you survive
yeah.
concerts? And these are the fan takeaways. So number one is sleep. Yay. Get 8 hours of sleep the night before a big concert, especially something like the Sphere.
Yeah.
Right, Erica? Because
Yeah,
it's
we
just,
did that. And
and you can't like, the part though is like you get so excited. So it's like, how do you fall asleep?
especially in Vegas, where the city never sleeps. It really doesn't. You go downstairs and it's like 2 a.m. and it's like, it looks the same no matter what time of day you go downstairs. I feel like.
Yeah. So, or nap before the show. If you
Yeah,
can
we did
handle
that.
it. We did. We tried. We
Well,
did. I think it
we
worked.
did like a 30-minute nap. And
Like
then
a power nap.
smart fueling and hydration. Hydration, we talked about this. Actually, we did a segment on laughing my age off, and that was like key. We went to the CVS down the street. We lugged our like gallons of water, and we also bought some like electrolyte. I think it was like the Gatorade one, like Gatorade has this
Powders.
in your one. Yeah, try not to drink all the sugars and stuff, but I think it really did help. It gave you so much energy. So just fueling with the right.
Yeah, the hydration. So it's like
Hydration.
hydration and sleep.
Again, basics, everyone. And shoes. Oh my goodness. We saw some people with shoes. I couldn't believe they're walking in like the dollar flip flops where there's like, I don't know, when you're at this age, I had my like high arch, although they got trashed. I'm not wearing white shoes next time. I don't care. They got so trashed. I had to use like Mr. Clean white cleaner for them when I got back, because I think the parking lot was like like they just tarted or something, where they just put tar on it. Were your
They
shoes-
charted.
They tarted.
Did they sharded? People were sharding? Oh no.
Anyway, so you're walking, right? We went to the after party and you walk, and I don't know, like I said, everything was trashed. Like I got home, I couldn't believe it. I was like, I bleached stuff like twice. I put it in a bucket, like I don't know.
Yeah.
So, but
But
shoes,
the shoes, we had this idea after, like, okay, what would we do differently after the first time? I still can't believe we're going to Sphere. Woohoo. Okay. This still isn't sunk in. But so we were talking about like, you know what? Because we wanted to get closer up. We were on the GA, general,
admission.
what is it? Admission. And there's a few like tall guys in there who need to get out of the way. Sorry guys, but like,
Yeah, that's right.
I
Well,
think
this
they
time
knew,
we're
but-
wearing diapers so we can stay up front because we are doing this. Now we know we got up toward the middle, but no, we're not doing that. We're going right up front.
But so back to the shoes, just to finish that thought was, we're like, we need to get those shoes with a little bit more heel, but that are comfortable. So we're going to be on a mission to find something with a little bit more.
Lift. Actually, we started looking. Some of those shoes look ridiculous. They're like look like space shoes where they're like what do they call those from the 70s?
We would have to practice like walking in them and like making sure, because I can see us just buying them and then we put them in our suitcase and we like break our ankles at the show.
Like platform shoes. They just got to be, I don't know. We got to start doing the research now.
There's a demand. Orthotic heeled
High-rise
shoes that are
shoes.
sexy. Come
I don't know
on.
if they're sexy, but they're
There's a guy that
definitely
needs to do that. Or a
functional.
woman. Who cares about sexy? We just want to be able to stand for 2 hours.
Yeah. So
And I think you want to take it away with the last one?
the recovery tools.
Yes.
Well,
I don't know if we really did much recovery.
well, we were massaging our like my calves were super sore because we were always going on our toes, especially at the after party. So my calves were really. I think there was a girl at the after party. Remember her? She had to. There were a few actually had to sit down because it's just a lot of standing. You know, if you go to that, I don't know if we're going to go to the after party, but I don't know if they'll have it. Are they still offering it? I don't know. We were kind of.
I don't know. I'll have to check. But yeah, I mean, if you think about it, we were standing on our toes. I was thinking, your mind was like not even thinking about what your body was doing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I think we were on our toes for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Because we were so mesmerized and like stuck on the whole moment that like
yeah,
was
and
for
you wanted
3
to
hours.
keep your, you know, wherever you were standing, you didn't want to lose your position there. So we're like, we got a good spot. This is where we're staying. And we make sure our flight was like later. Make sure you have enough time to like. That's the worst when you have to get up for an early flight after like a night out like that. You know, you just want to kind of make sure you recover.
Yeah,
because then you're just setting yourself
absolutely.
up
And I
for
think
rest
the
of
other
week.
part, and we flew a night early, so because flying, I think, yeah, that's a good point. The flying makes you tired. Flying is like
Especially if you're coming
dehydrating.
from Florida, like I did. I had to go all the way to Vegas, so I had to do a connection and stuff. So it was a little bit farther for me. But
Oh yeah, that's right.
regardless,
You're like,
I agree. We have to do that again. We'll have to fly in. I think February 6th is on a Thursday. So
our birthday's on February 3rd, so it's right.
oh, it's on a
Right
Friday.
near
Sorry,
our
I picked a
birthday.
Friday because I wanted a weekend. So we'll do the. No, we did a
Our
Saturday
birthday's on
last
a
time.
Tuesday.
Yeah, but they don't have. I don't think they had the show on the 3rd. Plus, that's a Tuesday. So
It's a Tuesday. It's
we're
okay.
just
It
gonna
won't be
milk
as-
the birthday like we always do.
Oh
It's
my
our birthday.
God.
We gotta
Oh my God. We're going to Backstreet Boys. Oh my gosh. Guys, that was a real surprise. I'm still in shock.
Yeah, that wraps it up. Is there anything else you want to talk to the takeaways? I think everybody gets it. Sleep, fueling, hydration, comfort, and naps. Naps are big. So, and travel arrangements.
Again,
Make sure your
hard,
travel
easy,
arrangements-
easy, but hard to do. So
So that's a wrap. That's our Backstreet Boys Banter podcast. Please
Woo!
leave a review if you enjoyed this, and check us out on Instagram and on our Facebook group. We want to say hello to everybody. We're so excited to meet all you guys because we know you guys are just as cool as we are.
we want to hear from you. We do. We do want to hear, like, maybe you guys have a ritual that we don't know about.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
It could be a topic. We're looking for topics.
Yeah. All right, everybody. That's it for this time. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.